All
Recording.
right. In 3, 2, 1.
3, 2. I know. I think I make that joke once a week. Sorry.
On this episode of PhilmPod, we got movie announcements, The Chair Company, Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 1 review. I lost it. I'm kidding. Eternity movie review, Zootopia 2 movie review, and finishing it off for the first time ever, what we've been watching. But to get into it, guys, it's episode 38. Welcome to Film, where we break down films in any way. Oh my gosh, I messed that up. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, for the first time. I'm sorry. Welcome to Film, where we break down films in the way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place.
I think that is the first slip up you've ever had since we started.
The first time. That actually crushed me. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I need to be forgiven again.
What does that mean for the episode?
Bro, that's the second or third time I messed up on this.
Probably.
Because what was it the last time?
I'm saying I feel like the last time you messed up was like our first episode.
The first episode? We didn't even have an intro for the first episode.
Someone can probably go back and find out.
We were kind of just like for the first episode, hi, welcome to Film, and this is where we talk about movies.
It's kind of the same thing.
I think the second one was when I actually did the intro. And I remember your reaction, your face when I actually did the intro. You were like,
you didn't tell me. I was surprised.
Okay, because I was like, let me try something. I felt like, that moment in Straight Outta Compton when he's like, let me try something new. And he gets on the mic and he's like,
absolutely cooked.
Bro, low-key,
and now it's a legacy forever. There'll be days someday where people are chanting it in a crowd.
You better chant it. But anyways, to my left, I got my boy, Isaiah, ZDB, around Mia. How you doing, Brody?
I want to sit on the right side at some point.
I think we did do that
we
last
have
time.
done that before. Weird. It was very weird.
Scared the crap out of me.
Gotta mix it up a little bit. Let me sit on the right side at some point. Maybe next week. Next week I'll sit on the right.
I kind of don't want to do it.
Okay, you don't have to.
I kind of don't. I like this spot.
That's fine. That's
fine.
Good. I don't even care.
Do you not like your spot?
I like my spot. It's fine. Sometimes I want to change the scenery. Sometimes I want to be able to see a different side of Tyler. I want to be able to see a different side of the garage that we're in.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Let us know in the comments down below if you guys want to switch sides.
Yeah, let us know. Am I a lefty or a righty? I'm a righty.
I'm a righty.
I'm also a righty.
All right, we might have to do rock,
Phil,
paper,
how you doing?
I am doing good, man. It's almost winter break for college.
Yes, it is. I can't wait.
But the thing I'm very excited for is Avatar: Fire and Ash. I cannot wait to review it on the pod, guys. You guys have no idea. I've been waiting to review an Avatar movie. I don't care if it's professional or not. I've been waiting for this moment, and I'm gonna be prepared.
We should paint ourselves blue.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Why? That'd be so funny.
I have a bad feeling about doing that.
Why?
I don't know.
We're allowed to paint ourselves blue. I think we should do it. We'll talk about it off camera. We'll talk about if we could paint ourselves blue.
Wear a hoodie.
Wear a hoodie?
I kind of just want
anyone can wear a hoodie, but not everyone can paint themselves blue.
I'll get a mask. How about
paint ourselves blue, take off our shirts, get one of those like things that they wear, like the dudes wear.
You know what? Maybe.
We'll talk about it. I'm excited for Avatar: Fire and Ash 2, actually.
I'm very excited.
We have an eventful 2 weeks leading up to for the show more so. I'm really excited to we're gonna talk about Avatar. We're talking about Stranger Things this week, which is a big deal for me. We're talking about Stranger Things, we're talking about Avatar, and we're gonna hit with our favorite projects of the year. That's my favorite thing ever. Is it's just an entire episode we get to gush the entire time. No negativity, no nothing, just straight heat. Can't wait.
Just ooh, okay, I like your little selection there.
It's gonna be good. I'm already organizing my selection.
Yeah,
I have a list of 16 things, and I'm gonna just start whittling them down as I get closer.
I might have to have an honorable mention side. I might have to.
Yeah, I know. We'll definitely talk about that if we should.
This is gonna be a tough list,
Phil.
But
yeah, I want to hear your movie announcements.
You want to hear these movie announcements?
I know one of them.
Yeah, you know one of them for sure.
And I wanted to figure out stuff out, but we'll talk about it. So
there's 3 in total. 3 in total. First one. I just want to talk about this one because I want to get your opinion. Michael B. Jordan says a spin-off Creed TV show is in the works. What do we think about that?
Spin-off Creed TV show?
Yep.
Is this the anime that he's doing?
There's a chance it could be, but to be honest, I think this is more of live action. What it said inside Discussing Films post, source Variety, Michael B. Jordan says they are developing, let me move that, a Creed spin-off TV show about Adonis's daughter. You'll be seeing different parts of the Creed verse, I like to call it. I'm just gonna say I'm very excited for this because one, love his daughter. She was awesome in Creed 3. Two, I love that they're expanding Creed, and I think we talked about this before because they said that they were going to be doing spinoffs. But I love how their first focus, I believe, is Adonis's daughter, and I think it would be cool to see like, I don't know for sure if it's going to be like her doing boxing or just her maybe like in the boxing world. But no matter what, I'm excited to see like what her point of view is going to be, whether it is boxing or whether it is like a different career path in boxing.
Dude, I don't want to be a hater.
All right, what's up?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think whenever I hear someone's taking a movie thing and turning it into a TV show thing that's in the same universe, I always just think bad. I'm like, man, we're just doing this because like we don't have to do this. We're doing it for the money. We're doing it for the viewership. What streaming platform would this be on? HBO?
Probably HBO or Amazon Prime Video.
Okay, which
I feel like
both
it might
pretty
be Amazon Prime
good
Video.
places for stuff. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna watch it. I would watch it for
Yeah.
sure, and I'd be in. So I'm not gonna say I wouldn't watch it, but I definitely wouldn't be super excited. I'd just be like, all right, well, hopefully this is good, and I'd leave it at that.
Okay.
I like Creed. Creed
Yeah.
is freaking awesome.
I love all three of them.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I never watched the second one. I
Bro,
watched
the
Creed 1 and 3.
second one is crazy.
I love
good.
the first one's my favorite. The first one's for sure my favorite. The third one is really good. The first one is so good, dude.
First one's very
First one
good.
is fire.
That intro, still one of my favorite intros to a movie.
It's a great movie.
What's his name? And then the Creed name pops up, and it's like, oh, that's tough.
I need to watch it again. I should watch the second one probably.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I love how they were actually in Philly.
Yeah.
That's always my favorite, when they're actually on location. But I know it's tough to do that. But I'm surprised you haven't seen 2.
Yeah, no, it's because I was watching them leading up to 3, and then I watched 1, didn't get a chance to watch 2, and then I had to watch 3.
You were like, all right, too late.
Yeah, because me and my brother were planning on watching it on a day, and I didn't get a chance to watch the second one. Here's the thing. I'm not excited, but I will watch because I like Creed. I trust Michael B. Jordan, and I mean, it sounds good. It could probably be good. So I don't think it'll be bad, so I'm there for it. I will add Creed 2 to my watch list on Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah. You
it's
would
there.
like that.
Dude,
Trust me,
I
you
have a
would
lot
like
of
Creed
things
2.
to catch up on. I have a lot of history to catch up on, but
People would say that Creed 2 is their favorite. of
yeah,
the
I
whole
hear that
series.
too, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
strong story.
What else?
All right.
Keep hitting me.
Big one here. We're going to get into it. Scarlett Johansson in talks to join the Batman Part 2.
Okay.
What do we think?
This is the one. This is the one I saw. Sick. That's awesome. The question is, who does she play?
Bro, that is the tough question that I was trying to figure out in the car with the homie. Super tough. I was already thinking of stuff. Off the bat, I literally was thinking Poison Ivy. But then a small report came out, rumor, saying that it's already in talks that she's not going to be playing Poison Ivy, which I'm a little bit sad about, but at the same time,
I don't think they want to get weird with this universe.
that's why I'm not that sad about it, because it makes sense, but also to me it kind of doesn't, because now I'm like, okay, that is a core character that is now off the table for Scarlett Johansson to play, which means now who else? Another thought came up, Talia al Ghul, but then it's like, I don't know if you want to go that route, especially with her. And then
Yeah, I don't think she's
maybe a
good for that.
detective in the GCPD or something. But what are you thinking?
Why not? Look,
You're thinking something. I know you're thinking something.
I'm not thinking a specific character because I'm not super well versed in the Batman mafia verse or whatever.
Mafiaverse.
But I think she could play like someone that's gonna beef with Sophia Falcone. Right? Doesn't that just make the most sense? I feel like if I wanted,
forgot about the mafia.
if anyone was gonna play, like if Scarlett Johansson was gonna play anyone in the Batman universe, I can't see her playing Poison Ivy. I definitely can't see her playing Talia. I feel like
I can
her. I don't think the look is there. I think she probably could play the character. I just don't think the look is there. I think she could 100% play a mafia boss in some way. And I think having some sort of like contender to like fight against Sophia Falcone while also the Batman's like freaking beefing with them too. I think there's something there. I think that could be really cool. I like that they're leaning in super hard into the mafia stuff. I think that like they're making it cool, especially with the Penguin. Like the Batman was one thing, like they kind of only touch on it, but he's still very much prevalent. Penguin really was like, oh, this is super cool, and I would love to see more of that. So I think that's what I'd want her to do.
Aren't they making a season 2 for the Penguin?
I think they talked about it.
I don't
think they actually are.
remember. I think maybe it wasn't confirmed. Let us know down in the
I don't think
comments
it was
below.
confirmed. I think they like said they wanted. There was talks for it, but I don't think they will end up doing it.
Maybe that's what it was. But either way, that Penguin show was so good, bro. Like I need to rewatch it again.
It's gas.
That's
It's
one of the
gas.
shows I always think about, not just because of like Colin Farrell going nuts as the Penguin, but who played Sophia Falcone again? I'm so sorry. Falcone. I forgot her name. I feel so bad. She did so good too.
No, I should know this too.
I feel
It's
so
fine.
bad. I apologize. She's
Look
such
it
a
up.
good actor.
While you say that, I will say I'm just
gonna crush my heart.
curious what this Batman movie is gonna be. Like, I feel like we're hearing
Kristen Milioti.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, you did such a good job.
I'm just so confused where this Batman movie can go because it feels like there's so many things they're trying to do, and that does worry me. I mean, I imagine the movie's gonna be like a 3-hour-long movie. That's just sounds about right with how the first one was around like 240s, like damn near 3 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
So like we're gonna get a longer movie, which means they can do more things. But like, I want it to be good. Like, I want it to be really strong, and I worry that they're gonna try and push too much stuff in, and we're gonna get a Spider-Man 3 situation.
I don't think they're gonna do that, to be honest. I think he probably knows now, especially after he took this long to make it. He knows exactly what type of story he wants to do, and I think that it's just. I think the care that went into it is to give us something new. Like, the only reason why I'm saying it's not going to be too much is because I think he knows, like, 1,000% the Court of Owls is going to be in this. I 1,000% believe it. And I think that it's just going to be them trying to see how deep this goes. I think that's going to be the core of it. There's going to be a supervillain, without a doubt, that's going to be the problem above, but the Court of Owls is going to be the focus.
So you think they're gonna do Court of Owls, mafia stuff, and a secret and another villain?
Not too much mafia stuff. It's going to be a mention. I think it's going to be mainly him investigating the supervillain and then leaning into the Court of Owls.
Okay.
The third movie is probably where it's going to be a lot. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
But the second one, I think there already is a focus on what he wants to do.
I can see that.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think that would make sense. Did they confirm that Catwoman wasn't gonna be in the next one?
Yep.
So then maybe they don't even really mess with the Sophia Falcone stuff.
That's why I'm thinking they probably could set it to the side and have it be mentions.
Okay.
And also, Batman wasn't in The Penguin, so I mean, why
He
not?
kind of was.
He kind of was. My bad. At
Yeah.
the end, spoilers. But I just think that the second one, they already have stuff figured out, and I don't think it can get too big.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
think you're right. I think that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. So I would hope so. That movie's gonna be so hype. What are we at? 27 now?
2027?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can wait. I can.
Can't.
Greatness takes time.
Greatness does take time, but also I want it now.
I really do want it now, man. That
Oh,
first
man.
movie was so stinking
The first
good.
one, we can agree it's the best Batman movie of all time, right?
I really want to say it is,
It
but
100% is.
I'm still wrestling with the Dark Knight trilogy. I'm still wrestling
It's
with
the
it.
most-
It's even.
It is the
It's
most
even.
authentic Batman movie.
I'll give you that.
It feels like a
that.
comic book.
Yes.
It feels like straight ripped out. Like it's 100%. It's the best looking Gotham,
Yes, 1,000%.
best sounding Batman in terms of the Batman voice. Christian Bale, don't even say Christian Bale.
I'm
He's
not
even
gonna say
come.
Christian Bale.
And I'm not talking about animated stuff. Kevin Conroy will forever be Batman.
Okay, all right. I was gonna
If we're
say.
going live action, best Batman voice. Not even a question.
I want to say Ben Affleck with that voice modulator thing.
Yeah, but he had a cheat.
was pretty cool.
He had a cheat code. Like that's lame.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Classic Zack
Then you know what?
Snyder
Just saying
trying to
their
be
voice
lame.
straight up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
just
chill out, bro.
Standard voice. Robert Pattinson is the king, right?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He
Best
did a good job.
Batman, maybe in live action. He
It's
has
a tie for
potential.
now. It's a tie.
He has a potential. You know, I'm on the Christian Bale wasn't that great of a Batman train right now.
Oh, he was a great Batman. I'm sorry.
Good Bruce Wayne.
But
Fine Batman.
we are going to get into that in the future way more.
We'll talk about that at
We
some
will.
point.
Because that's a rabbit hole we can't get out of. I'm
But-
sorry. Nope, we're going to save it. Let's get on to the last
You're right.
movie announcement. Matt Smith, Clay's Bang, and Sam Rockwell on the short list to play Brainiac.
I saw this.
What do we think?
I love the Matt Smith casting. I love Matt Smith. I love the Matt Smith casting. That's who I want. Probably basic pick. Just give it to him. Just let him have it. He's the pick.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sam Rockwell is the dude who played Hammer. The dude who was in charge of Hammer Industries in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, he would be a good pick too. You're right. Yeah, he was.
I
He
honestly
would be a
don't.
good pick. Matt Smith though.
I don't want them to go with Sam Rockwell because I just
He's too cool looking.
yeah.
He's too cool looking. Matt Smith,
He has
give
the
him
look.
some makeup, bro.
has
You can
the
make
look
that
for
dude look
Brainiac.
nasty. You can 100% make that dude look nasty.
But I feel like I'm not gonna lie. There's somebody who isn't on this, but I mean, there's gonna be more actors. Obviously,
sure.
who are probably gonna be getting this invite, but maybe it's because of my bias is loving It Welcome to Derry, but homeboy from It Welcome to Derry.
Bill Skarsgård?
No, not him. Let me get his name real quick. He's the guy who's playing Dick Halloran. I think he would kill it as Brainiac. I think he would. Give me. His name is Chris Chalk. I think would be.
What's this guy look like? Turn the.
What are you trying to look? What are you trying to say? You don't got the look.
Let me see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what he looks like.
Let me tap on images. This is him right here.
What does this guy look like?
Well, I mean, he's black, so.
Okay, yeah. I see that too. He could probably play Brainiac.
But even like the way he acts and the way he talks, he just gives me Brainiac vibes.
But dude, Matt Smith though.
Matt Smith, he would kill it look-wise too.
And Matt Smith needs a retry in superhero media after the abysmal Morbius movie. I need him a
You
second
didn't like
go.
that dance scene?
It's
What?
hilarious. It's hilarious.
You didn't love it? Also, for the camera, forgot to show.
I mean, we could
this
probably
is
just
Chris
flash
Chalk.
an image.
Just letting y'all know.
I don't think they could see that.
I don't know if they could see it. It's a very messed up like laptop.
But that's a good pick. That's actually a really good pick.
He's
but
Brainiac, man. Look
dude,
at that pose, bro.
I'm just excited for DC, man. Here's the thing. This was scaring me is with all this talk about Warner Bros. Getting bought out by Netflix. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna do with DC? I imagine for the most part, James Gunn's plans will be fine. But you know what that means? We're not getting DC movies in the theaters anymore. Netflix hates the movies.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
They hate your theaters. They hate them. You know, prove them wrong.
I wasn't like too worried until I remembered that.
Everyone okay, oof. Wait till Stranger Things is done, unsubscribe, and then just like leave it so they lose all the money so they don't have the money to buy.
But what about
Warner
Wake Up
Bros.
Dead Man? What about that one?
I'm really excited for that movie. Watched it in theaters. It came out last week.
Yes.
I had a friend that watched it. He told me it was great.
Okay.
I want to watch it though. I'm really excited.
I can't wait to watch it.
But Wake Up Dead Man comes out this month too. So it just combined with your Stranger Things watch. So just watch those. Then you don't need Netflix no more. That's it. Call it a day.
What about Jay Kelly? I'm just going to name off a whole bunch of random stuff.
No, you don't need that. So that's what I'm worried about is I don't want DC gone or I don't want DC restricted to my TV screen because a company is so sold on not releasing anything in theaters. And if they do for a week.
I'm still very mad about the last thing they released. What was the one thing they released? Oh yeah, the whole Frankenstein for 1 week thing.
Yeah.
I'm still very mad.
You know why they do that? It's to get Academy Awards. They need that recognition on the big screen.
I would have loved to watch Frankenstein on the big screen.
It's okay,
I can't
man.
stop thinking about that movie.
It's fine.
Did you ever finish that movie?
No.
Just asking.
That's
You're a hater.
That's the other one on my short list. I need to watch that. But yeah, so Brainiac, Matt Smith, please. Your pick, also great. I'm just excited for James Gunn because I think James Gunn is a visionary. I think he's the best director in superhero media. I think he is the man to lead DC. And I will stay Team James Gunn forever. While you can sit there on your little Zack Snyder crybaby train, I'll be Team James Gunn for life.
You know me. I'm first about like if the story's good and if the movie's good. And Superman was good.
You guys
Creature Commandos, I liked it.
You guys listened to this podcast maybe 15 episodes ago.
I can like Zack Snyder movies.
He was like, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see.
And then I saw it and I went, yo, Superman was good.
So wrong. You were proven so wrong.
How was I proven so wrong?
Because
Wait a minute. I never said Superman was gonna be bad.
You were unsure though. You were very unsure.
Can I be unsure?
Yeah, no.
I can't be unsure.
Most of the time you're not unsure about it.
That's not a valid thing to have.
Guys,
curiosity? Curiosity isn't a valid thing to have.
The guy that's like, this is gonna be great. Oh, I'm super excited for this.
Yeah.
This Superman, you were not like that.
I can still be skeptical. I said it looked pretty good.
I don't know.
When we were reacting to that trailer,
his suit,
the very first video we posted,
I don't know his suit. That's what you kept saying. You were like, I don't know if he's got it.
I'm still a little
He's
iffy
not
on the
Henry
suit.
Cavill.
I like the logo.
He's not Henry Cavill.
I like the logo.
David Cornsworth's a better Superman than Henry Cavill ever was. Yeah, I said it.
I think,
said it.
Wait, no. I think on the review, I think I did say that his characteristics and everything
I freaking
were.
hope so.
I still like Henry Cavill more.
How many squirrels did Henry Cavill save? Nothing.
You know
He
what?
didn't even save anyone in a government building. He just let it burn.
That is
That's your Zack
a little
Snyder.
true. But I still gave praise for Superman.
I know.
I don't know why you're getting mad.
I'm just saying you were a hater.
What did you give Superman again? A 9 out of 10?
I think so. That sounds about right.
Okay, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Why are you tripping? I didn't give it like a 7 or a 6.
I'm just
Gosh.
saying.
Like, what is this? He's attacking me for liking a movie?
I'm not attacking you for liking nothing. Well, let's move on. This is another
Yeah,
hole we can talk
you
about for the
jerk.
rest of our life.
Coming after me.
Well, one day we'll do it.
I gave a movie a chance and I liked it. That's all that matters.
We should do. I'll dress up as James Gunn. You dress up as Zack Snyder, and we'll do a debate. That'd be pretty fun. That's actually a great idea.
to do that.
Okay, so write that down. Write that down. Thank you. You're actually gonna write it.
Low key, I should write that down.
That's a funny.
You know what? Let us know in the comments down below. I don't know what I said. Let us know in the comments down below if you guys want us to dress up as James Gunn or Zack Snyder and have an actual debate on a separate podcast, not this one. But we're moving on.
Yeah, anything else in the news?
No, that was the last one. I did 3.
All right.
Why? You have another one?
No, I got nothing.
You got one?
But we're sitting in these chairs right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's prime opportunity for us to talk about a show I've been watching called The Chair Company that ended last Sunday.
Timu.
Timu chairs, by the way. Yeah, Timu chairs, by the way.
They're nice.
I watched Chair Company. This is a Tim Robinson comedy given, I don't know what kind of a budget from HBO, but HBO just loves supporting these random comedies, and I'm all for it. It's about a guy that has an embarrassing incident at work and therefore tries to prove a big conspiracy happening. That's the plot. And the show is 8 episodes long. Here's my number score. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Oh.
I was a little more mixed on it. Here's what I'll say. I don't want to spoil the show at all because I think this show has a lot you can spoil, funny enough.
I mean, you could spoil it for me. I'm not.
No. I just, for the sake of the conversation, let's keep it mostly, I'm going to keep it mostly spoiler free.
Okay.
I'll hint at a couple things. I'll reference whatever. But for the most part, let's keep this spoiler free. This is what I'll say outright. The first episode is the greatest episode of the show. The first episode might be one of my favorite episodes of TV this year. It's so funny. It's freaking. You watched the first episode?
I watched the first episode.
It's freaking hilarious. And the unfortunate thing is I don't think the show keeps up how funny that first episode is throughout the rest of the show. There's moments that are hilarious. There's little incidents where I'm like, oh, that's good. The second episode is a really good one. There's a few other episodes, like they have good bits for sure, but nothing hit the peaks that first episode hit. But watching this crazy guy unravel this mystery that may or may not even exist was so funny. It's so funny. I was just confused a lot of the time though. This show feels like a parody of like twists in movies because it feels like every single second of this show, it's a twist. It's, oh my gosh, I got this email from this person that isn't real. So now I'm like figuring out like who is actually this person puppeteering this whole thing. This is the plot. This is the plot for all 8 episodes. So I think the reason why I'll knock it down some points is I don't think it's super interesting a lot of the time. A lot of it is just kind of moment to moment Tim Robinson doing his Tim Robinson weird joke stuff.
Yeah.
But then they'll have moments where like a weird twist will happen. I'll be like, I'll lean in. I'll be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? So it's really conflicting for me because I think this show has a lot of potential to be great. And I would love to see how this story keeps unraveling because there is a second season planned for next year.
Okay.
So we'll see it. I'm there. I'm team it. I'm happy this is happening. But I'm just not super high on it for sure. But I will say the ending of episode 8 was crazy. I saw the IMDb score and it being relatively low. And I was like, what are we talking about? The last 10 minutes was like insane. And it was like weird. And the show is another one of those things where I think because of Tim Robinson's humor, it's very random. It's very chaotic. You watch Friendship, right?
No, I still haven't. That is saved.
Okay,
that is saved.
So Friendship, a comedy movie that felt a lot of times like a horror movie. This felt like a comedy that in some moments was just trying to be a thriller. And I was just like really like conflicted the whole time and I didn't know where it was going. And then other moments it was just very average and very like steady and nothing's really happening. Characters are just kind of being funny or whatever. And then it gets to these big like crazy twists. Things would be even funnier and it's like, what's going on? And then mellow back down. It's just like chill. So I don't know. I just feel like it didn't, I wish it was firing on all cylinders the whole time. But I think if the show were to continue on for another 2-3 seasons, I think I'll end up being a lot higher on it. I'll be like, oh wow, that was just a great show. And honestly, I'm just happy that this show exists. How many like streaming platforms are supporting TV like this? This is a weird show.
You mean like this exact genre, this exact like mood?
Let's just go original ideas. Not very common anymore. And it's kind of refreshing to see so many comedians kind of coming out of the floodgates and like releasing a lot of this weird random like I was gonna say crap, but I don't mean crap. It sounds super negative. All this weird random like great stuff. Let's just say that with like the rehearsal coming out. This I would put in that category. Tires just had a new season that was fair, like really funny.
I need to watch Tires season 2.
And that's what I'm saying is I'm just happy that these things are happening. So, well, I'm not the highest on it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's this revolutionary show that everyone needs to go watch right now. But I will tell you, if you're craving some Tim Robinson humor, if you're craving a funny show with some weird conspiracy stuff, a great theorizing show for sure, because it could go in such random directions that it's a really fun show to talk about. I highly recommend it. It's a great show. It's super easy to watch. Episodes are only 30 minutes long. I recommend you watch it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's the greatest thing of all time, but things don't have to be the greatest thing of all time. A thing can easily be a solid 7 or 8 and it still be worth your time. And I wholeheartedly think this is worth you and the camera, I think it's worth all of you guys' time. It's fantastic. Watch it, please. Let me know what you think. That's a show I'd like to have discussions about, theories, criticisms, everything. I want to just hear what people have to say because I think more people need to watch it. It's great.
Besides William, who were your favorite characters in this show?
So names are iffy because I don't think people's names get said all that often. But there's this old guy old guy that is hilarious. He has this like he immediately, it is clear that he is jealous of Ron. It's immediately clear. So the entire show, he's like slowly, like there's this like thing developing in the background where it's like, what the heck is going on? Like this guy's just acting super weird. Here's the thing, is the show isn't a character show. It's very much focused on Tim Robinson's character.
Yeah.
There's a couple other characters. There's this guy that helps him try and, whoops, I hit the mic. There's this other guy that tries to help him solve the mystery. There's his family. They're not really super compelling and interesting. Like it's kind of just there. They're usually there for comedic bits, and that's kind of about it. Like they're gonna be thrown in for like an episode or two, maybe have a reoccurring place where there's kind of background characters, but they'll all get their moment to shine very briefly doing some weird or random thing. Like for example, this guy, I'll spoil one thing about the old guy.
Okay.
There's this old guy. He's jealous of Ron. He's like, man, I want that job, but it's fine. You can have it. Whatever. I'm sad. Okay. He then has a party for the office. I guess he got too crazy at the party and embarrassed himself. He then proceeds to show up to the office with a party hat and 2 boxes of pizza. And then he doesn't show up to work for 3 days.
Huh.
Turns out a fridge was on top of him. And he was stuck for 3 days.
Oh
so
my
this guy went his house,
gosh.
lifted it up, saved him, and now he's in a wheelchair. Ron asked him, hey, how long are you in the wheelchair for? The doctor said it's kind of just whenever I feel like getting up. This is what the show is. The characters are all just funny bits.
Was it
Nothing
Mike?
serious. Mike is, was that the old, no. Mike is probably your second main character who I'm conflicted about because he's funny. He's a great character. He's definitely that's the supporting character. Tim Robinson's wife in the show and him are probably like your 2 other main characters for sure. I don't want to spoil these things, but the character has a very interesting background and there's a lot of stuff really left unsaid. And he has some really good heartfelt moments that I really enjoyed. And by the end of episode 8, I was like, I don't really know where to go with this guy. He's just an odd fella for sure. But again, really funny. Tim Robinson is just great at characters. If you ever watched I Think You Should Leave, like a lot of some of the episodes have sketches where it's not even him being the weird guy. It's some other person getting the spotlight. And he's not afraid to do that in this show too, where other characters maybe aren't like front and center, but are getting their moment to have their good little comedic bits for sure. And I loved that. So funny, so awesome. So I can't shout out any specific characters. I just want to highlight the cast in general for just all being collectively very funny. And I have to mainly attribute that to the writing and like how it's performed. It was just great. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you have any other final thoughts?
I'm trying to think. No?
What do you want to tell the audience?
What do I want to tell the audience? Probably just what I said earlier. Go watch the show, man. Look, I probably say this once every few weeks. we always complain that there aren't original things out, but then when original things are out, we say it's crap and we don't want to watch it. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? There's so many original things coming out right now, and you need to just open your mind, watch this weird show, give in, lean in a little bit, and you'll have a good time. That's it. A pretty short review. Not much to say on the show. It's definitely a comedy show. And I think the thing that sucks about comedy is there's not much I can really like talk about, and comedy is very subjective, but it works for me. I think he's super funny. The twists they have are pretty good, usually funny, not very serious at all, but the mystery is good, fun to talk about, and I would love to talk about it with you guys in the comments. So please feel free and watch it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good review, man.
Hey,
Good
thanks.
review.
Thanks. Yeah, I know.
Speaking of reviews you're looking forward to, though, let's talk about Stranger Things Season 5,
Let's do it.
Volume 1.
Whoops. Dude,
And I know you've been looking forward to this one.
I don't even know how we start this. You know what my transition was going to be?
What?
Chair Company's a very strange show. Let's move on to Stranger Things.
That would have been good.
Thanks.
That would have been better what I did.
No, it's okay. It's just I thought about it. I'm like, I gotta say it.
But, man,
I don't know where to start.
I'm not going to lie, man. At first, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1. I'm going to watch the first episode. I may even watch the second one. But I was like, it's no biggie. I press play. Well, even before I press play, I catch up on Season 4. I try to get a little bit, like...
Get some background.
Get some background. Because it's been a long time. It's been 3 years. Remembering all that happened, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Wait a minute. Wait. So I'm getting that feeling. I'm getting that, like, okay, we really going back in the Stranger Things. I start the first episode. Instantly, I see Will running, and I'm like, okay. All right. I'm not feeling good. In a good way, though, but here we go. And then I see Vecna. And then I'm like, okay, we back.
All right, hold on. Spoilers for Stranger Things.
I mean, if you saw Season 4, we already know he's been there since day one.
And no, I know, but like the show does open with like that, so I just like that's spoiler. I want to make sure.
It's not a crazy
I want
spoiler.
to tread lightly though. I want to be very respectful to people who haven't seen it.
Okay.
So before we get into all the plot stuff, Phil, I want to know. Let's go spoiler-free thoughts. Let's give our scores.
Okay.
Let's say what we thought. We'll dive into spoiler conversation, and we'll break down our favorite moments, favorite character stuff. Dude, this is a big deal for me. This is a big deal. I love Stranger Things. You know how many people, I was like, hey, did you watch Stranger Things? They were like, no.
Yeah.
Do you like Stranger Things? I go, yeah, I love Stranger Things. I didn't know that about you. So many people didn't know that I love this show so much, but
I'm trying to remember when I found out you liked it.
who knows?
I don't even remember.
Probably while this season was coming out because I was so excited to talk about it.
Probably like a week ago I found out you liked it. That's probably
crazy.
what it was.
People just don't assume I like this. I love this show. I love this show so much. But Phil, take it away. Spoiler-free review from Phil. Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1. First 4 episodes.
Ooh.
Phil, what did you think?
It was garbage. Nah, I'm playing. I always say that just to start it.
It sucked.
Nah, I liked it. I did. I think it was just more that towards that final 4 episode was when I was like, all right, this is where I really like it. Because before I was like treading with it, I was like, okay, episode 1 we're back in, and all right, that was pretty good. Let's get it. See, episode 2, all right, that was pretty good too. Episode 3, I'm like, okay, where we going? Episode 4, okay,
That's
now I
the
gotta wait for
episode.
volume 2. All right. So I gave it a solid, I'm kind of towards a very high 7. I'm at like a 7. Episode 4 was where I was like, all right, this is worth the wait. But I still feel like I was flowing, where it was like, I like where we're going with this, but I still feel like I'm out of it just a bit. But I enjoyed volume 1. I think there are a lot of questions still waiting. I sent you a post that I thought was super funny about the guy and his grandma. You know, still the questions about the upside down, he gets mad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that was kind of where I was with volume 1, where it's like I expected just a little bit more questions answered. But once again, volume 2's coming out, volume 3's coming out. They're going to answer more. But, you know, until we get there, high 7 out of 10. Now, how do you feel, Mr. Stranger Things, Izzy?
All right. So I think outside of reviewing Invincible this year, this was, and another show I'll talk about in the next couple weeks, My Hero Academia. This is probably the most excited review season, like the most excited thing I've been to review something. Like, this is cool that I get to talk about the show. I'm gonna this is my number score off the bat. Give it an 9 out of 10.
Okay.
I freaking loved it, actually. I loved it. I ate up everything. I ate up all the corny dialogue. I ate up all the stupid 80s campy stuff, all the little references, whatever. But when the character moments were hitting, when the story got going, I was freaking like, yeah, they get it. The Duffer Bros just know. They just understand what they're doing. And I think there's so much. I can't wait to have the conversation with you about all the cringy stuff that happens in this show. Because I think so many people are letting it outshine some of the like greatest character dynamics, some of the greatest like plot stuff going on, some of the like the most interesting world stuff that this show is bringing because, oh, the show had a couple corny conversations in the first episode. The show used to not be like that. Hate to break it to you, the show has been like that the whole time. You just didn't notice it because they were little kids. Now they're grown adults talking about nerd stuff. And if you're not a nerd, you don't get it. You don't get it. So yeah, I love Stranger Things a lot. I love this. I love the beginning of season 5 a lot. I think this show is doing everything I wanted it to. I think it's hitting the beats that it needs to. I'm seeing the dynamics flowing. It's setting up some stuff that's gonna happen later. And I'm super excited. But you know what's even like crazier? I'm usually the guy that's watching things and I'm like, yeah, I know where this is going. Yeah, I'm picking that out. All right, I get it. Dude, I freaking ate up everything that was happening. All their little like tension building, twists, little things that they were like leaning towards and then like faking you out. I ate all of it up. I was like I'm stressed out the entire time. I'm sweating watching. I'm like, no way, no way. And that's how I know this show like just knows what it's doing and it understands tension. Again, it could be a me thing. I could have just a bias towards Stranger Things. But I adore this show. And I think it's something so special. And I'm going to miss it so much when it's gone. I know they're doing all this like animated stuff. They're doing like that animated. I don't care. Personally, I'm not going to watch it. Probably not.
Oh, okay.
I love Stranger Things as like what it is. I don't care really about like the extended stuff. Maybe I'll watch it if it's good. I'm just like, this is Netflix trying to cash in on an IP that I don't really think needs to be cashed in on. What I'm more curious to see is I want to know what the Duffer Bros do next after this.
Yeah.
Like something completely different, I hope.
I forgot what they said they were working on. I think it was like because you're talking about the thing outside of Stranger Things.
Yeah, I want to see what they do.
I think it was like a horror movie or something.
I don't know. I want to see what they do though, because I'm curious, and I think these guys have so much potential. This is just their start.
Yep.
Like they kind of just started almost in a weird way. I know the show's been going on since 2016, but like they kind of just started.
It's been 9 years.
They have, I feel like they have so much potential, and they're such smart dudes that I feel like get the genre that they're trying to write in, that I would love to see them tackle other things and see where they go with it. Especially with their style. They have great taste in, I feel like, art and like visuals and camera work. I know they're not the cinematographers, but I imagine as directors, they have a lot of say in like where they want cameras to be and stuff still. And I just feel like they get it. Like they know what they're doing. And I'm so excited for the next 4 episodes, dude. We're freaking in it now, baby.
Correct me if I'm wrong. How many episodes do we have left again?
4.
We have 4 episodes?
3
so
episodes.
Two.
3 episodes for volume 2, and then the final episode on New Year's Eve.
Wow.
So it'll be Christmas Eve, which is the 24th? 25th?
24th.
Do I keep pressing
Christmas Eve is 24th.
Yeah, 24th. And then 6 days later, they'll play, like basically a full week, they'll do the finale. So great. I'm excited to be here and talk about it because I'm eating it all up. But let's get into spoiler conversation now. This is where I feel like it's going to get going. So just be ready, spoilers. We're going to go all in.
Do we want to do episode by episode?
I kind of want to just hit some of our favorite moments from all the episodes. Okay. Let's just go.
Okay.
These episodes are hours long. We can't, like, it's some of the moments we don't really need to talk about.
Yeah.
But first, Phil, I want to bring up the cringe conversation. Because I think it's something we have to talk about.
All right.
People are saying that this show is cringe, and then it's not cringe because, like, it's the great moments, whatever. But for the most part, people are saying the show is really cringy. Personally, I think it's a, like, purposeful choice.
Yeah.
I think the dialogue is very much intentional. It's not like they're not good writers and they just write like crap. Because we've seen them write great.
Yeah.
This episode 4 has a conversation I can't wait to talk about that I literally was like, this is peak. So when Dustin is like flipping off the basketball guys and they're bunching against the wall. They're like, what's going on, dork?
Oh, that
And
scene.
what's wrong, nerd? You still worshiping that loser? And then like his friends come in and they're like, he's got help or whatever they said. And they like get him away and they run off. Or like when later on when he's at like Eddie's grave and the guy's like, hiya. Come on. People are trying to sit here and tell me like that's all cringe and whatever. But like the show has always been that. Like it literally has never changed. And I need someone to correct me if I'm wrong. I need to know because I haven't rewatched the show in years. Maybe I'm wrong. It just kind of always felt like this.
I'm not gonna lie, since I've seen Stranger Things, that's been the vibe with this. Like these kids are geeks, nerds who love playing video games, playing games in general.
Playing Dungeons and Dragons, baby. Represent.
Yeah, playing Dungeons and Dragons. So that was the vibe I pretty much got with this. That's kind of why I appreciate this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate this more than Ready Player One.
It does feel very authentically nerdy.
Yeah. So when that scene came up, I'm not gonna lie, there's been so many versions of that type of scene in different like scenarios where I'm kind of like, that's Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So I didn't really find it as cringe. I just found it like, oh, that's a moment. But to be honest, I thought it was a pretty cool moment. I'm not going to lie. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, Dustin, I forgot all the characters' names. The boys, Lucas and Will, the boys, standing up for him was pretty cool to me. Because I don't think they would have had the courage to do that in the past. I feel like they would have been like, leave him alone. And then like they would try to be helping him. But the fact that they stood on business and they were all like, leave him alone. I was like, oh, they grown now. They grown. So I kind of liked it.
It's like the moment is good, but it's written really funny.
I don't really care. Yeah, it's the 80s or the 90s,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. It's the 80s.
Late 80s? Yeah. I want to say late 80s.
It's like supposed to be campy. Like that's the entire point.
That's what it felt like.
Like that's what they're writing for, you know? I don't really understand why it's a conversation. I think it's because Stranger Things is so mainstream that like when people see bad writing, they just assume, or when they see like this like weird corny dialogue, they assume that it's just bad writing and people not knowing what they're doing. But really it's all intentional and the entire point is to like replicate like 80s media. Like that's very clear. And I don't understand how so many people are missing that when the show, I don't want to say it made 80s nostalgia, but it definitely is 80s nostalgia. Like really that's kind of how it's always been. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because I think the cringy crowd needs to be acknowledged really fast. I don't really know what you guys are hating on. Maybe you just never watched the show. Probably the case. And it just upsets me because I think the show is so great and it has some great conversations later on that again we will talk about because I have one specifically that I want to bring up.
But yeah, I didn't have a problem with that scene really. I just thought it was cool to just see him stand up for Dustin.
Yeah.
Dustin's I like Dustin out of all of them.
Pissing me off this season though. I get it. Valid.
I'm about to say he's right to feel the way he is.
He is. He's 100% right. Pissing me off though. Pissing me off. You know how much it breaks my heart to see him and Steve beefing?
That was pretty sad.
They're gonna have a great conversation.
But Brody's grieving.
He is grieving. And Steve's not very
grieving.
Steve is not very like comforting in that. I think he's very much just trying to get with Nancy, and that's a problem.
I'm about to say, is he really trying to get with Nancy?
All right, let's go. Let's keep moving the show really fast.
I'm just playing, but I do kind of feel like he does realize now that he's kind of overstepping his boundaries a bit because Brody talked to him and was like, oh, like, well, we'll get into that, but
I want them to have that conversation though, like that, dude. I want to talk about theories really fast. Just really fast, I'm going to throw it out there. We'll get more in depth. I think Steve's going to die. I'm fairly confident Steve's going to die. Like, I'm actually almost 100% certain he's going to die. He's going to die risking his life for Dustin.
Yeah.
Not Nancy. He's going to risk his life dying for Dustin because they're beefing. I feel like it's perfect. Like, oh, you only ever talk to me when you need something. It's Dustin. He's like, oh, you only talk to me when you need something. You're always just like, try and get me this, that, whatever. Like, you don't care about me. Dude, Steve's going to freaking like... He's going to remember what Eddie said to him about how, like, Dustin looks up to you. You're his world, whatever. And he's going to freaking... Oh, it's going to be so sad. But that's what I'm saying is there's some moments, dude. There's some good dynamics this season, too, that, like, I wasn't expecting. Highlight for me is Robin and Will. Oh, my gosh, dude. They have a conversation that, like... I don't know why it hit me super hard.
In the tunnels?
Yes. Killed that conversation. Freaking Maya Hawke kills that. The performance is on point. When people tell me that these people aren't good actors, I'm like, she is. She's a good one. She's a good actress. Oh my gosh, dude. I watched the clip. I have the clip on my phone, and I'll watch it. I'm like, It's freaking true. It's freaking true. Be who you are. Just be who you are, man.
Yeah.
And I think there was a conversation going into the season, mostly jokes, kind of serious. Like, is Will and Mike going to end up together? That was a conversation. I never saw the story going in that way. It just never made any sense to me. Like, what, he's gonna like the theory was like 11 dies and Mike ends up with Will. To me, that just seemed kind of weird. I was like, no, I feel like they're trying to do something different. And that conversation showed me that they are trying to do something different. Because she explains to him, oh, it's not that like you're in love with Mike. It's that you just want someone to be able to acknowledge how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And it's the same way where she thought Tammy Thompson, right, is her name, like, was going to be that for her, and she realized, no, she just needed to be her. That's what she's trying to relay to Will. That's what you need to be. And that's what leads into the great episode 4 moment, which
that was tough.
Was incredible.
That was actually tough.
Episode 4, best episode, right?
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
Hands down.
I said that was the one that saved it for me.
Hands down. It was freaking insane. I gave it a 10 out of 10 on IMDb. I put, the episode's at a 9.8 right now. I was like, let's go, dude. I gave it a 10. I'm super generous. I'm super generous with like episode scores. I'd be giving everything 10 sometimes.
I feel like that's how you kind of got to go with episodes though, because they can give you more than what movies usually
exactly. But freaking dude, let's go into episode 4. I want to talk about where it ended. I want to get into some theory stuff. We'll talk about a couple other things that like I just noted. But I want to go into episode 4 because I think episode 4 was pretty insane. I think episode 4 was like Duffer Brothers showing their guns. They're like flexing right now. They're like, see, this is what we have to offer. Some answers were being answered. Others weren't. For one, we understand where Holly is and where Max is, because Max is alive. Yay, we didn't even say it. But
I was getting scared low-key because I really didn't think it was Max for the longest time. But then when you go through more of the episode and then she starts talking to Holly and then she explains where they are, I was like, oh, thank God, that's Max. Thank God. Dude. But
yeah.
Golly, man, the chills I get from hearing that song.
So good. But we understand kind of where they are. And okay, this is one criticism I will have of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And this is something that definitely is prevalent again throughout the whole show. Dude, they over-explain everything. It feels like I'm watching an anime sometimes where like they'll stop and be like, yeah, so I think what this is a dream sequence where I'm in this and that, but then like we're in this weird thing and it's compared to this D&D thing. And I'm just like, okay, like, sure. Like, I think the most prevalent version of that was when Steve drives into the Upside Down and he's like, guys, it's like a peanut butter, what is it called? A bopper?
I forgot what he said. I think it was bopper, but
it's his little peanut butter candy that he really likes. He's like, guys, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. It's the exact same. So if we drive straight into it, it'll... And I'm like, bro, can you not talk about candy right now? Are you
I kind of like that scene. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
Okay, it's funny. But like, that's when I get the cringe conversation. And I'm like, yeah, that made me
because I just like how they were in the moment. He was like, we can go after it. All right, it's just like my candy. Let's just go straight through it. I kind of like that. I kind of liked it.
I don't. I think it's so funny.
I knew they were going to be able to go through it, right, when he was suggesting let's go through it. But him explaining why was like, all right, that's valid. Now go through it.
I think for me, it just like takes me out a little bit. Where I'm like, all right, okay. Like,
but that's the beautiful thing about Stranger Things.
And that's how the show is.
I'm about to
100%.
say,
That's how it is.
That type of stuff is what makes it different.
Yeah, I think it's harder when the show is getting so intense and I hear a man talking about peanut butter candy and I'm like, all right. But then the scene was good. Yeah, like it's great. Like I'm not hating right now.
Okay.
It's just a thing. Like for me, I'm just like, man, y'all over explain everything. And sometimes it feels like conversations go on for so long where I'm just like, how did you piece all that together like that? Like I don't understand.
These guys are smart, man.
I don't even sure. Yeah, I guess they're smart.
Let's talk about since we're there.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the house? Because we're on episode 3 right now, I believe.
Yeah.
What we're talking about.
We're jumping between 3 and 4 right now.
Yeah, episode 3 definitely was one of them. Their whole plot to trap the Demogorgon. I love
I love that.
And somebody explained it so well on what's it called? I think it was either Instagram or TikTok. They said, this is Home Alone if Home Alone ever was a TV show. And I was like, wait, and it replayed the whole clip, and I was like, this is a whole bunch of Kevins, and I love it. But Erica drugging that family was my favorite, second favorite moment of the whole show.
Dude,
Second
Erica
favorite.
is a beast.
Erica's my favorite character.
Dude, Erica is scary.
That's
How
why I
did
love
she
her.
openly stab someone with a needle? that took me out
I told
too.
you to eat your damn pie.
That took me out too. I was like, bro, what kid? Who are you?
I was like, where did you get the needle? I was thinking she was going to knock her out, but when she got the needle out, I was like, Erica,
Oh my God.
where did you get the drugs?
Dude, delightful Derek, by the way. Freaking delightful Derek is the GOAT. That kid, when his dad collapses and he just starts busting out laughing. What a guy.
Third favorite moment.
Freaking goober.
Third
And
favorite
also,
moment.
him playing freaking Ghosts and Goblins. Just little reference, little video
I don't
game
know
reference.
Ghosts and Goblins. What is that?
It's an old video game, very old video game, and I just respected that. But yeah, freaking just delightful Derek, you know? Him being the character that everyone didn't expect to be, where everyone was like, oh, this kid's gonna piss me off. He's gonna be the kid that falls and die and like gets a character killed. Nah, man, this kid's a freaking beast.
This kid's crazy.
Did you see how he trucked freaking Joyce?
Yes.
Like gets her out of like
When he
freaking
did that, I was like, what?
freaking running back, dude. Oh my gosh.
Gets on top of the steak and barn thing. Get down, kid. Suck my fat one. I was like, I love this kid.
So good. Mom can suck a fat one. Like, what the heck? Such a goated character. I'm actually really enjoying him a lot too. I'm surprised because I thought he was gonna piss me off too. And honestly, in the beginning, I was like, yeah, this kid's gonna piss me off. He's gonna be that character. He's gonna be a character I hate and I want to die. No, dude, I'm rooting for delightful Derek the whole way. But you know what? I think all those kids die. I think they go for it.
You talking about the kids that...
All the kids that Vecna is eyeing right now.
Oh, was after?
I think he gets all of them.
I don't think they die. I think either 2 or 3 characters that are trying to save them the next time they like go to that house or whatever, because they're gonna figure out how to get to that house. But whoever gets there, they're going to die. I think it's gonna be 2.
No, dude, no,
I think it's gonna be 2.
no. I'm telling you, you need that moment in the show when the villain kind of wins. And I feel like that would be when he gets all the kids.
I think it's gonna be 2 characters.
But like just killing off 2 characters as like that's like a team loss thing, but not a villain one thing. You need the villain to win, sort of. And for him to win, he needs his little vessels. And I'm curious where that's gonna go. Dude, the show's just going in so many different
That's gonna
directions.
scare me, bro.
It's insane. Can we talk about the scene? I think it's in episode 4 when the pipe bursts and they're like Will and Mike are trying to screw it back in. Like, Mr. What's it?
Yes,
and they
yes.
This little kid gives a look though. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, and they play that little sound effect.
It's this
girl. It's this girl that walks in.
I remember the girl though.
They're
The
like,
snitch? The one who snitched? Yeah.
And you know, Mr. What's it? And she looks over and this kid, it's this little black kid, and he goes, like he gives her like the craziest look ever. And I saw somebody come to me like, bro, why do you look at her like that? Like, what was it? And they play the little sound effect, they go, boom, and then like he just jumps down. So funny, dude. Oh my gosh. Just good stuff. That was just a little side thing. But yeah, Delightful Derek, freaking great.
I love him.
Will, I'm enjoying a lot more this season than I think I did last season.
He was kind of getting on my nerves last season.
Last season he was getting on my nerves too. He just was kind of chilling. He didn't do much, but he just kind of seemed like he had a lot on his mind and he needed something to do. And I like that they're kind of giving him the spotlight. Where I feel like usually it's all on 11. And I feel like this season, 11's getting her dues, but she's not getting the spotlight.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Will's getting that spotlight, and I think it's kind of like, oh yeah, great. You know, like this character I think needed that, especially after the like torment he's gone through the past 2 seasons, like season 1 and 2 mainly. I'm excited to see that they're delving into him more. And that all culminates, I think, into the ending of episode 4 that I actually got emotional watching. I teared up, actually.
Whoa.
It got me, dude.
Dang.
The way it was shot was insane. You have the Demogorgons.
I thought you were crying right now.
No, I just baby barfed. You have all. I just didn't want to say it. You have all the Demogorgons about to kill their friends.
Oh, we
it's like,
getting into
holy
it.
crap. Yeah, let's get into it.
Here we go.
Let's get into that ending. Here's the ending of episode 4. All of Will and Vecna have that great conversation. Vecna hitting him with the William. Children are weak.
Just thinking Kingpin.
His little stuff. Yeah, his children are weak, and you guys are super easy to prey on. Freaking weirdo, by the way. Leading into him leaving, right? Being like, boom, all your friends are gonna die. you get that great moment that is filmed like like you're watching a memory on tape.
Yep.
And it's actually that gets referenced earlier in the show. That's a conversation that Mike and Will have, where Will's standing on the swings by himself. Mike sits down. He's like, "You want to be my friend?" Sure. And they swing. And I was like, damn. And then it cuts to him with his mom, and he's coloring on the paper. I don't know why I forgot the word paper. He's coloring on the paper. Damn. Also referenced in the show, by the way. And then they go to him and Jonathan building Castle Byers. Also referenced in the show. They talk about that too. Damn. Like just so freaking good, dude. All cutting back to him hitting the like that.
When he did that, that was when I was like, what? I was chilling. I was like, what is going to happen right now? Is he going to be the one that like yells or something and they eat him, or he does something that attracts all of them? No, when he did this and then.
Gosh, dude.
I was like, whoa.
Freaking peak, dude. Saving all of his friends, doing everything. Will finally being kind of useful. Him finally actually doing something significant.
And it's the sickest moment in the whole show.
Sickest moment in the damn show, dude.
Whoa.
Holy balls. Just straight peak. Straight freaking peak. Absolute cinema. It's absolute cinema.
I'm sad.
And we're going to talk more about Stranger Things, but for now, let's do our annual cut before I freaking scream. And we're back. We were talking about episode 4 really fast. We had that moment. Will does the thing. Boom. Demogorgons are dead.
Yep.
That moment made me tear up, man. It hit, dude. I'm telling you, like the way it was shot, everything, it really felt Duffer Bros. And it really felt like they understand these characters. And you can't say that for a lot of TV. You know, I think by this point, so many shows lose the plot. And I think there's very few shows where you can point to that are like, oh yeah, like they had it the whole way through. And I'm very confident they're going to have it the whole way through because of that episode. I'm like, they got it. And you're right. I think the first 3 episodes are relatively slower, even if they are fast. Like things are happening.
Still very interesting though.
Yeah, like things are for sure happening, but like they're nothing compared to like what episode 4 is, where it's just like banger after banger, you know? But I will say, I think something that this season is doing better than other seasons is it's making the show have like, I think realer stakes. I think the show has great stakes throughout. I mean, characters are affected, things happen. But I think taking this to a grander scale almost, with the military being there, but more importantly, with a Demogorgon now attacking Mike's little sister, and you get that great moment in episode 2 with probably the 2 worst parents in TV show history, by the way. Right? Mike's parents are awful.
Yes. I can't remember.
Mike's mom in the 3rd season was actively driving to go cheat on her husband.
But is that more of like her being a bad wife instead of a bad parent?
Her daughter is screaming and she's drinking wine and getting in the bath.
To her defense, though,
her daughter,
to her defense, she did not hear her yet. And then right when she did come in, because let's be for real, she was a little bit buzzed. She was a little bit buzzed. A little bit.
Awful parent.
But they didn't expect a Demogorgon to come out of nowhere.
100%. But also, like.
And then she woke up instantly, right? She sobered up real quick.
And also, her kid, like, talking about how she's seeing some guy and those other things, and, like, not taking them to, like, a doctor, just being like, you're fine.
But she showed her worry about that though when she was talking to her husband about it. She was like, she's speaking about like some type of person that's like in her imagination, and then the husband's like, well, I mean, she's a kid, and she's like, but she's 12. Like,
look, all I'm saying is throughout the show, these parents have shown that they're very actively not present at all, and they like don't care. I think mainly the dad. The dad is definitely like just sits on the couch, does nothing.
Yeah.
The mom is not a great person, but she has moments with Nancy where and here's the thing is, you're going to try and defend her. She even tells Nancy, don't be me. Like, she even says it. Like, she's like, dude, don't do what I did. And it's very clear that they're in a bad relationship. So that's why I'm saying, like, they're the worst parents TV history. Like, they suck. Like, they just objectively are bad.
I just think there are so much way worse parents, and they clearly care about their kids. They clearly take care of their kids. It's just that clearly there's stuff that, like, a lot that goes on with them.
They freaking suck, dude. They
Bro,
freaking suck.
Her going into mom mode still, like,
Oh, and let's not talk about the dad.
chills.
The dad goes into dad mode too. That man tries
Exactly.
to
That's
cook.
why I'm like, there's still, for all I care, they could have ran out the house and could have forgotten
For
about
the
the
most
kids.
normal parent, this is what I'm saying, is they're very normal parents compared to, like, probably, like, you're thinking, like, parents that are abusers and all these things.
Exactly. That's why I was like, wait.
I'm thinking, like, even, like, Walter White is probably up there for some of the worst. I think Walter White and Skylar White are some of the worst parents in TV show history. I think, like, if we're talking very normal parents, they're some of the worst parents in TV show history.
I don't think so.
They suck.
I don't think so.
They're so not present. They seem to not care about their kids ever. They're very like, whatever. Except the one conversation the mom has with Nancy, and then you don't really see them ever again, except when she tries to cheat on her husband with a recently graduated high schooler. Were they graduated at that point? Yeah.
I don't know. I literally forgot a lot of, like, what happened in, like...
Billy dies because they were going to a motel. That's how Billy literally dies.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a long time.
Dude, they look, they had that great moment, by the way. It's an awesome moment. But I was just like, dude, these parents, finally they're doing something. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm happy they're finally doing something.
I will say, there have been moments of slip-ups, obviously. But compared to other parents in different TV shows and everything, they aren't bad. They aren't. Like, I'm just being for real.
So you don't think they're bad parents?
I don't think they are. I just don't. I think they've made, like, simple mistakes that other parents have, but compared to other parents that you said across TV, they're pretty normal parents.
That's what I'm saying is, like, but that's what I said. Like, comparing to like very normal parents, they're some of the worst.
I don't know.
Phil, constantly neglecting your kids is not a simple parent mistake.
I still feel like they're there, though.
Mom more so than the dad. The dad isn't there at all.
The dad, yeah.
The dad is always sitting on the couch.
He's the problem.
He's
He's
Can you
pretty
pass
much
the
the problem.
bacon, please? And then just complains that so many people are in their house. That's what I'm saying. Is the dad is awful.
The dad is pretty awful.
The mom is bad.
The mom cares.
Yeah, but it's the same way that Skylar White cared and she still cheated on her husband. She's not a good parent. Look, this is a conversation we can have for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
It's something that we can go on forever and ever and ever. I'm not going to get into this right now. We'll make a list of some of the worst parents ever, and I just think they're up there. But anyways, there's so much more we could talk about, Phil, but I feel like I've been leading the conversation. I want to know, what are some moments that stood out to you in this show?
I think, obviously, Erica. Erica was my second favorite, and then little Derek?
Derek the Delightful.
Derek the Delightful. I keep forgetting that's his name. And then number one being Will.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's going to be more in these next 3 episodes, but so far those are the 3 that I really like. Fourth one, probably them standing up for Dustin. And then fifth, Dustin and Steve having, like, their back and forth.
What do you think of the Hopper and Eleven stuff?
I'm not super interested, if
Really?
I'm being for real. Not crazy interested, but I know there is stuff there, but I haven't really been totally focused on it.
Dude, they freaking got me with that 8 twist. I had a guess, but I was like, no.
I will say that Hopper remembering his, like, kid was really touching.
Oh, frick, dude.
I
Yeah, that
felt
was
so
good.
bad, and I thought he was going to die.
I thought
I was
he
like,
was
holy
too.
crap. When
I
he
gave
didn't,
in.
I kind of had a little bit
Yeah.
of like okay, I'm happy you're still alive, but I feel like that would have hit me harder if you died, especially after seeing those memories.
I think he is going to die, though.
He will.
Yeah, for sure.
There's going to be a lot of people who die, I think.
Yeah. But
But
yeah.
those are like the moments that I think I like the
Dude,
most.
I'm really in on this Hopper and Eleven stuff, actually. I really like their dynamic so much. I've actually always loved their dynamic. I feel like, it started season 2? I think end of season 2. Season 3, you see it a lot. And then season 4, whatever. Yeah, I love their dynamic so much. I think it's just super special. I think they both satisfy each other so perfectly because it's like, Hopper lost his daughter in like a really unfortunate way, and because of that, his entire life kind of blew up. And 11, obviously being a kid that like never had any real parents except Papa being kind of a parent, but also sucking till a certain point, actually. I just think like them coming together was so perfect. It made so much sense. And the way they've been able to grow it up until this point has just felt so natural. And honestly, in my opinion, perfect. Like they just feel, they have really good chemistry between each other. And I think I care so much about that relationship where if either one, anything bad were to happen to either one, I would feel for the other one. Like I'm like, damn, that freaking sucks, dude. Like when Hopper dies, because he's gonna die. Yeah. So obvious he's gonna die.
Hopper Steve.
When Hopper Steve. Those are my two. When Hopper dies, I think, like, sure, it sucks for Joyce. I feel so bad for 11. Like, she finally has a dad, and, like, that's it. You know? Like, it's so rough, dude.
I might actually, like, shed a tear.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just some really good stuff. I love their dynamic a lot. Again, I said Robin and Will are, like, a surprise duo that I never thought about that I've just freaking loved. I'm trying to think of others. There isn't a whole lot of duo really happening. I'm really curious what's going to happen with the Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve stuff. I'm like kind of all in on that.
I could care less.
Nancy rejects Jonathan. Steve dies. Nancy ends up doing her own thing and moving on.
I think that might be what happened.
I think that's what's going to happen.
That's like a trend that's been happening lately.
But also like, you're not that interested?
Not with the Nancy, Jonathan, and Steve. I don't know. It's just... I guess I'm a little bit tired of it, I guess.
The love triangle?
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Like, you were with Steve. Jonathan was the better guy. Jonathan went through his stuff, and then you were doing your own thing. Y'all broke up. Y'all got back together.
Was he though, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm kind of like, okay, just choose whoever you want to be with.
Yeah, I know. Especially because like their relationship's in like kind of a weird spot right now. I just buy in on stuff like this. Like I think that's why like they could do this for the rest of my life, and I'll just give in. I'm like, yeah, which one? Which one? I don't know. Personally, I'm Team Steve.
Okay.
Like Steve has grown. So he's still a selfish douchebag.
I'm Team get it over with.
Can I be honest? He's still a selfish douchebag, and that's very clear. When Nancy's parents were in the hospital, and he's like, should we go bring flowers for Nancy or? Dude, his intention was so clear. He wasn't trying to do it to be nice.
Okay, remembering him saying that, I'm like, you know what, yeah.
He still sucks.
You know what, yeah.
And, but Jonathan, on the other hand, too, I just feel like doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything, and he always lies and makes excuses, and I'm like, bro, come on, dude.
That's why I'm kind of like, you know what?
You knocked it out of the park.
Ways.
You knocked it out of the park, and now you're staying on home plate. You're not even running, bro. You're just freaking chilling. What are you doing?
He's like Chicken Little when he was going the wrong way.
What are you doing, bro? He's so dumb. That's what I'm saying is I'm all in on that. And I think Murray giving Jonathan the ring got me very interested because I'm curious to see how that goes. I don't know. I'm freaking in every direction, man.
Just go on your different separate ways or choose, man.
Probably.
I'm over it, Nancy.
Because Jonathan's going to die. I think Jonathan or Will dies. But no, then you can't kill Hopper and one of Joyce's kids.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
like
that poor woman. Oh my God.
That's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, that poor woman. Really fast before we end, unless you have anything else you wanted to say.
No, I'm chilling, man. Go in.
I think a great conversation in the show was between 11 and Mike. And I think it hints at where the future of the show is gonna go. With Mike basically being like, hey, at the end of all D&D campaigns, like it ends with like people moving on from this town and going somewhere else because too much stuff happened here, and then they live happily ever after. And 11's like, oh, you think that'll happen? Like, you think we'll be able to have that? And he goes, yeah, I think so. Please just let it happen. Please just let them be happily ever after. Oh my gosh, if one of them dies, like 11 could die, and I'm gonna be like, no, dang it. Like, I'm gonna be so sad,
That'd be some good emotional weight, though.
It would. It does. It's so
good.
And that's what they set that up. And they're like, oh man, they could just kill off 11 and ruin it. And then she's gonna like be like, Mike, go live your happily ever after or whatever.
Or maybe they kill nobody.
That'd be lame. You gotta kill someone.
I'm just suggesting it. I don't want it to happen. That would be the worst thing if nobody died.
Trust me, I don't want it to happen either,
I would be so mad.
It should happen.
I'd make it a 6 out of 10 for the whole show if that happened.
It's like, I don't want anyone to die, but someone has to die. Has to. But
you know, I'll be fair, 7 out of 10.
Needless to say, I love Stranger Things. I'm sad it's ending. I'm sad that there's probably, 3 weeks left and we're done. And I'll probably never talk about anything ever again. That'll be it for me.
No, you're going to talk.
No, I'm done.
I'll make you talk.
I'm retired after this, actually.
No!
After this year, I'm retired.
Cut that out.
But Yeah,
he's
dude.
not. He's not done.
I have nothing else to say.
Please. But either way,
Jeez.
switching it up because we talked about a certain love triangle. Let's talk about a new love triangle that was introduced to us in Eternity.
For someone who's so tired of love triangles, I'm so curious to hear what you thought about this love
I'm
triangle.
not gonna lie. I don't know why. I used to love love triangles, and now I'm just kind of fed up with it. But
Does it annoy you? Like, did it frustrate you?
Kinda.
Like, just make up your mind?
Cause it's like, all right, we going too long with this. It's fun at the start, but all right, let's go, pronto, let's go. But with this, it was interesting because it was kind of a new dilemma. Imagine you die, and two people that you loved in the past and the present died as well, and you will meet in eternity. What would you do? Would you choose contestant number 1, your past boyfriend who you used to love, who you actually married? Or would you choose contestant number 2, person you are currently with, who showed you really good love and a good life? I don't know, and that's what the movie Eternity takes you on a wild ride on. Holy crap. This movie, man, let me just get my score out the way. I gave it a pretty modest 7 out of 10. Pretty modest. It was very unique, though, and I really liked it. But once again, getting a little child of the triangle. But this one was very interesting. Basically,
I'm adding it to my Letterboxd watch list because I do.
bro,
wanna watch
it was just super interesting. A24 helped with this one, too. I just want to get the characters' names again because I messed up. Obviously, Elizabeth Olsen, Callum Turner, and Miles Teller are the 3 main characters that is the 3 love triangle arguing over each other or are fighting for Elizabeth Olsen's love. I'm trying to remember her character's name. I think it was Joanne. But anyways, the movie was really interesting because they show you what they're like. Larry and Joanne, before they die, they're old people who are really who are stubborn and arguing with each other over and over again. But when they die, go to the afterlife, and they're still the same, but they're younger. And it was funny seeing Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen trying to play like they're themselves, but they're playing these old people that in that mindset when they died, they were old. So they're talking, they're like, oh man, oh gee, wowzers, like all that. And I'm just sitting there laughing like, this is so cute and funny. But Callum Turner's character, Luke, he was very interesting too because he is a war hero that died in the Vietnam War, or not Vietnam, Korea. And his explanation on why he deserves Joanne is pretty valid. He died, didn't get a chance to live a full life with her. And Larry's is valid too because he's lived with her for 67 years. They've been married for 67 years. Just makes sense. But for Joanne, it's such a hard decision to choose between the two that, I mean, you clearly love both of them, but it's this is the life I would have had and this is the life I currently have. What do I do? And I have to choose between am I spending eternity with Luke or am I spending eternity with Larry? And it's so crazy the conversations they have to try to validate why this person or such and such is the choice. But it's a wacky movie, a wacky, silly, funny movie on a serious topic that hits deep too. And it was giving me vibes of The Good Place also. Remember, you've seen The Good Place, correct? Okay, you haven't. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you guys, oh, you know how it ends. But it's just tough to think that, and also just think I'm spending my life or the rest of my afterlife with this person, and it's oof. Okay, in the theater, I loved how I was paying attention to each one, and I'm all right, what are the pros and cons? What is the negatives of staying with this person for the rest of your life? What are the positives? Are they worth it? Are they not? And it was evident to me how it was going to go. I pretty much predicted how it was going to go. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I told Tyler, but exactly what I said.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
I don't remember. Okay,
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just saying exactly what I said was correct. And it was kind of okay how it ended. Kind of, but I mean, I predicted it, so I'm okay. But it's just such a unique idea.
So how do they explore the relationships though? Because I imagine it's not just conversation. I imagine a lot of
it is conversation.
Because it's that kind of movie. But I mean more so is it just like, hey, I'm good because of this reason, and they're just kind of in like the same place? Do they go places? Like, how does the movie play out in that way?
They go places, but I think it just Miles Teller and Callum Turner do a very good job on emphasizing why each of their characters should be with Joanne. And I think that's what drives it. Because obviously it's going to be conversation. And anybody can go into these roles and just be like trying to act out and just talk about in good emphasis, like why you should go out with me. But these two do such a good job of like going at each other and showing emotion and also like giving more energy into these characters and making you believe like the stakes. Because in any other movie, I feel like if anybody else played these roles, I mean, some people probably could, but I think that these two were perfect because so many times when you feel like she's about to make her decision, they just go the extra mile. Well, he does this and you don't even know it. I didn't even get a fair chance. And they sell it so well, where it's so believable, where you're sitting there thinking, I was sitting there thinking, maybe this is really what's going on in eternity, in eternity right now. There are people arguing over who should do what, and it's valid. Because it's eternity, bro, but...
I think I meant more so like, in terms of the movie playing out beat by beat, is it like... All right, Elizabeth Olsen is with the guy that died in the war, and they're gonna go on their little thing. They're gonna go to this place and talk, like it's a dating show almost, like the
yes.
Okay, so it plays like plays like The Bachelorette, basically. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
kind of.
Because I mean, The Bachelorette, there's a lot of
more dudes, but like what I'm saying is like, oh, let me take you out here and let me prove to you why I'm the best, and then it'll flip and be like, all right, now it's this guy. He's gonna take you out and be like, this is why I'm the best.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, like that. That's why it was so much more enjoyable. But I really liked Miles Teller as Larry, because him trying to act like an old man is just unbelievably funny. That's another thing about this movie. The comedy, so good. I want to shout out Divine Joy Randolph and John Early, because they played as like two guides or counselors pretty much for these people. And they did an unbelievably well job on like certain lines or certain comedy, like I don't want to say beats, but certain points where they said like jabs or something, and it fit perfectly. And that helped because they like Divine Joy Randolph's character's name was Anna, and she was going for Larry, Miles Teller's character. John Early's character, Ryan, was going for Luke, played by Callum Turner. And everything they were like saying, like trying to help both of them and like them clashing was perfect. Because you know how there's like side characters that, like, even in a love triangle or something like that, like there's the characters on the outside that are rooting for like either this girl or that man.
It's like they're us. Like they're the ones,
And sometimes they are either like overstepping or like doing too much or saying too much and being the most annoying person in the movie possible. They weren't that to me. They were like perfect. It was a smooth fit. It was like they just fit. And I really appreciated that because there's so many times in movies I can't really name characters. I don't remember because I don't watch a lot of rom-coms, but I know some rom-coms where there are those characters on the outside that just come in, get in the way, and will just be unbelievably annoying. That wasn't them. They fit it perfectly. They helped out when they needed to, and if they knew that they were overstepping boundaries, they stepped out the way. But I appreciate that. But man, oh man, like I can't get over like the core three in their acting. Like the chemistry was really there, and I loved it.
I want to ask, do you think this show's gonna have an Oscar conversation? You think it will be up there or no?
I don't think it can. I think it's a very strong topic, but I don't think it has enough to get a nomination, if that makes sense.
Not even like Elizabeth Olsen for like Best Actress, or you don't think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Would I be happy if they did? Yes. Like, I would love it. Like, it would surprise the heck out of me, but I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a betting man and if that's really what's going on, yeah.
Would you recommend rushing out to the theater for this?
Yeah. Yes. Please rush out to the theater and go watch Eternity.
Tyler's pointing a gun at you right now behind the camera.
Yes, please go watch movie in theater. I'm just playing, but for real, like this movie was really good to watch on the big screen. It was very good, and I had a much bigger crowd than I expected, and all of their reactions were funny to see. But if you love rom-coms, if you love unique ideas, and if you love A24 especially, go watch this movie because it was fun, it was entertaining, and I don't think there was a dull moment in it. I don't think there was. Still out of 7 out of 10 because I'm just not I'm getting tired of love triangles. But this one was worth it to watch. Definitely to me.
All right. Anything else you want to say on it?
No, just go watch Eternity and support Elizabeth Olsen.
Now let's move on then to Disney's brand new animated hit. Killing at the box office
It
right
really
now.
is.
Making millions upon millions of dollars. Phil, we're talking about Zootopia 2 right now. I watched it 6 hours ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
you watched it early.
I watched it at 2:30. You watched it opening weekend?
I watched it on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday.
Fun day.
Sunday.
Phil, let's give our spoiler-free talks. We'll get into all the spoilers, the deeper meanings, the things underneath the surface, and our favorite moments from the movie. But first, I want to hear what you thought, Phil. Give me your number score out of 10.
Yes, sir. I gave this movie a pretty high 8 out of 10. Pretty high 8 out of 10. I am so glad we are back in Zootopia. I am so glad I got to see more of the area. And I'm just so impressed with these new characters and current characters that they introduced to us. Or that they reintroduced and introduced to us. It was so fun to watch, bro. So funny. And I think they put a lot, because this movie, correct me if I'm wrong, Zootopia 1 came out in like 2017, 2016, correct?
Yeah, sounds about right.
For the longest time, I was like, why is it taking so long? I need to see the sequel. My goodness, bro. It was so worth it to wait that long, bro, because I think they really, really tapped into like the deeper secrets of Zootopia, and also like introducing more and showing us more. It was so colorful, so beautiful to watch, so funny, so like well planned, well executed, and I really loved a lot of the references they made to like outside content, like past movies, current movies, TV shows maybe. I think there's probably a lot of references I missed out on, only because I either did or didn't know or didn't see it, but this movie was so good, and I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I'm on the same page. I'm giving this a high 8 out of 10.
Okay.
When I walked out of the theater, I was kind of between an 8 or a 9. I didn't know for sure, but it was like one of those I want to look at my list and see like where I would rank it. So yeah, high 8 out of 10. I love this movie. I don't have a whole lot of nostalgia. Nostalgia's not the right word. I don't think about Zootopia 1 a whole lot. When I watched it, I really liked it. I thought it was super good. This movie, I thought the exact same. This movie is freaking great. It's so good. It really shows when Disney cares about something, they can make a product that's actually pretty good. It shows that Disney is capable of making a great sequel.
Yeah.
It shows that Disney's still capable of making a great movie.
Yeah.
And this movie was so unapologetically what it was. It's very much, here's the world of Zootopia.
Yeah.
Here's all the different like culture stuff that we're doing, all the references to the real world, some stuff. I love their characterization of all the animals. I like the way, and again, that's why Zootopia shines so much. This, I think, reaffirms that for me, where this world is just so interesting because it like reflects the real world, but with animals instead.
Yeah.
And I just think that's really cool. Again, really unique concept. It's something that, it's why I loved Elemental so much, because Elemental felt like that in a lot of ways, just with elements as opposed to animals. And I just think this movie, freaking awesome, dude. I'm just happy Disney made a good movie. That's it. Honestly, like, it's funny. Great story. It's pretty deep too. There's a lot you can get into. And I was just happy that I didn't have to sit through a Disney slop fest.
What was one of the main things, and we're going to get into spoilers now, what was one of the main like deep things that like really got to you in this movie?
I love the conversation. His name's Nick Wilde, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Nick
the
Wilde.
Fox.
I love the conversation that Judy and Nick have at the end of the movie.
Dang it.
I'm sorry.
That was mine.
I'm sorry. I love the conversation they have where they kind of get vulnerable for the first time with each other, or kind of get get deeper with each other for the first time, and they talk about why they are the way that they are.
Yeah.
And I love what Nick Wilde says, where he's like, it's not an excuse, but it's just why I kind of do the things that I do. And it's like, because still, like, it's so relatable, you know, like that's such a their conversation was so relatable, because I can point to so many instances where I've had conversations with people and, hey, I messed up, I did this bad thing, I think it's because I've had this problem before. It's not that it's an excuse. I'm not saying that as like a feel bad for me. I'm just saying I think this is why I'm doing the things that I'm doing now. And that to me just like kind of hit really hard. And for Judy to hit him back with like the whole like, yeah, I think this, that, and whatever, and I have all this trauma, or I just feel like I always have to be better because I'm scared people are going to think I am what I am.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, all right, calm down. Calm down. This is a little too deep. Calm down. And I don't know, that just hit super hard. There's a couple other things, but I'll let you go if you have a different moment, or you want to just keep the same moment? Because it was...
Honestly, I just really like how they finally opened up to each other.
Yeah.
Because we already knew there were going to be problems. They hinted at it. They hinted this was going to be about their partnership. And I was kind of trying to... I think my question going into this movie, because the whole time, I don't think I saw a lot of trailers. I only saw the teaser.
Yeah, I didn't watch
like the one where it was like them going around chasing the snake. But I did see that there was going to be a problem with Judy and Nick and them trying to like have chemistry when they're working now as a police, what's it called? A police duo?
Yeah.
Like partners.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to see how like bad it's going to be at the start. And it was pretty bad. They couldn't communicate at all. They couldn't see eye to eye on different schemes they were trying to do. And eventually, I think that the scene where they are at the top of that mountaintop house or whatever, the honeymoon thing or whatever, I don't know. Anyways, when she's trying to understand exactly what the plan is, exactly like why certain things going on, and then Nick sees, oh, the fuzz is here, we got to get out of here, and she's like, no, like this is more important. He's like, no, staying alive is important. I really loved how it clearly showed like what mattered to both of them and how it clashes. And like, I think the question I had was, how do they resolve that? Because they've had terrible communication this whole time. Because I said in my head, clearly they need to talk to each other. They need to, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know it's going to be such a good scene when they do. And I'm just wondering, I'm like seeing towards the end, we're getting there, and I'm like, when are they going to explode? When is it going to happen? And now, and then that's when I've had problems. I feel too perfect, or I feel like if I'm not perfect, exactly what you were saying. I feel like if I'm not perfect, like people are gonna think a certain thing of me. And then Nick explains his thing, and I'm like, oh, this is good. Yeah. This is a good moment.
I think what stood out the most too is I think Zootopia is very much about people being afraid of people being different. That's very much like the whole plot where it's like, oh, here all animals can live together, but there's clearly racism and so many problems with people just being afraid of each other's differences. And I think something that was super cool on like a smaller scale is where you see like Judy and Nick acknowledge that they're both so freaking different. But like despite that doesn't mean they can't work together. And I think that's kind of what these movies are about. And it's about embracing differences as opposed to like suppressing them and trying to be the same as everyone else. And I just thought that was freaking awesome. I also think it's very much about being above like what you are. You know? And you see that with the villain, those cats. Which, by the way, I don't appreciate the characterization of cats. As a cat dad myself, they're right. They only care about themselves. But something that Judy says to Andy Samberg's character, which I'm fairly certain that's Andy Samberg. I didn't check.
It was. Okay. Andy Samberg. Pobert?
Yes.
That's Andy Samberg.
She basically says, like, you don't have to be your family. And basically telling him, like, this is what you are, this is what you are, this is what your parents are. You don't have to be that. Like, you can be something different. You could be better. And he's like, no, I have to, this is what I am. You know? It's kind of what Zootopia is about. And I love that so much. And I think Disney found a franchise that they can actually really tap into because it's so complex. The first Zootopia does such a good job of setting up a very distinct world, and it reflects very perfectly what our world is. Very much so. Definitely more dramatized or stereotypical. Like it plays into stereotypes of animals a lot.
Oh yeah.
But like an important point of that is to basically be a reflection on how we view other cultures in our society. And I love the way they take it. It's freaking perfect. And then you see that with the reptiles too. And like the way like Nick's walking in, like their culture's so much different. Like just the reptiles as a collective, they're all so much different. And he's just like, dude, what the heck? I like the maggot scene with the little worms.
Oh,
and
man.
He's like, okay. He like eats it. Guys, they So good. It just really good. And I like that commentary a lot. And I think this is a movie series that I would love to see more of. I would watch Zootopia 3. 100, and I'm the guy, leave them just as they are. But no, dude, freaking make more. Because I think there's so much more you can say here.
Yes.
And I think they're scratching the surface more and more, and I want to see them get more into it for sure. I think there's still so much they could do. This world is so creative. It's not like Coco, where I'm like, why are you making a second Coco? That doesn't make any sense to me. The movie is very much what it is. Zootopia, you hear a sequel, and you're like, I always said it. Yeah, I think that could work, actually.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. And I'm happy to be proven right. That, like, yeah, they freaking got it. And when Disney cares about something, when Disney has a good idea, a good world, and they actually want to tell a great story and not just make a freaking bag, they can tell one. And I felt that with Inside Out too. And I'm hoping Disney starts to see that. Because it's clear when their movies suck, people don't go watch them, right? Like you saw it with Snow White.
Big time.
Lilo and Stitch, kind of a weird it factor where a lot of people thought it sucked, but everyone still watched it.
But it made $1 billion. It's the best movie ever.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of other like Pixar movies that just kind of flopped. Lightyear being a great example.
Elio.
Elio flopped completely. And look, Elio, from what I understand, is a fine movie. I don't think all Disney movies need to fire on all cylinders like people want.
Yeah.
I don't think this movie fires on all cylinders, but I do think it's great.
Yeah.
And I think this is a testament of like when a movie's great, people will go watch it. And I think we need to acknowledge that.
Yeah, with Zootopia, like you said, I feel like there's something they can do more with this. Like, there's so many different scenarios they can play out and actually like, I guess, kidify it with this. Even though it still didn't feel like a full kids movie,
adult, but yeah,
it feels like it's for
sure.
everyone.
Yeah.
Like it feels like no matter what, if you are with any type of group and you're like, what movie do you want to watch? If somebody says Zootopia 1 or 2, everybody could be like, yeah, I could watch Zootopia. Because that's what I love about this. Like, it's geared for anybody. And I just want to go back to Reptile World because I loved Reptile World. Hey, Bubba.
Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba.
Bro, I love that scene so much only because, like you said with Nick going through and seeing all the different stuff where he's like, yeah, I'm from the city. Like, I understand more stuff. I got street smarts. But clearly he's never been to Reptile World and everything he was doing. And I want to shout out this character because it was my favorite character. Nibbles Maple Stick, loved her.
Was that the beaver?
Yes, okay, yeah. I loved Nibbles Maple Stick.
Nipples? Sorry,
Nibbles.
Yeah, Nibbles.
Like her when he goes up to I think that was a sea lion doing the tricks on the
not a seal. A sea lion. You're right.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
I loved that scene so much. He's like, oh, it's a seal. I got this. Sea lion, by the way. Like, and then it's all bad. The coin.
Oh man, you're not supposed to put that in. Only, and then it gets
choking hazard.
Yep. I was like, I just like how it's clearly a different world and nobody's been there. And I like how just like them, we were experiencing it. And then so them going up to the hey Bubba dude.
Hey Bubba.
You think it's gonna go one way, and it's like you're thinking the great beast come up. Maybe what do you want instead? Hey Bubba. Hey, Bubba. How you doing, Bubba? No, chilling, Bubba. I love that. There were some people, because I had some friends who went to go see it, and I was like, what were your favorite scenes? And they were like, I like this, I like that. I was like, what did you think of the one scene with Bubba? And they were like, it was annoying. It was too silly. I was like, well, I think that's kind of the point. It's a new thing.
It's a kid's movie.
Yeah. One thing I really want to get into also, what were some of the references you got? Because there were a lot of references in this movie to either games, to TV shows, to movies.
Pointing that out. I don't think I got a lot of them. I got the Ratatouille one.
All right.
The Hulu one and all the different movies. They also show like Indiana Jones and like when the guy's selling things. That's all I got.
Okay.
I didn't see a lot of them.
All right. Did you see the hippos?
No.
Did you see the hippos when the ramp fell and those little balls are falling over?
Oh, Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos. Okay. You've seen The Shining before?
No, but I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it.
That scene where Pobbert is trying to escape and he goes into the garden and the music for The Shining plays and it starts snowing. I got lit in the theater and I was like, yes, The Shining.
That's
and
pretty good.
then my friend looked at me, he's like, that was in The Shining? I was like, yes, that's one of the like that's a famous scene. Like when he's going through, he's limping because it's imitating the scene of Jack Nicholson going through the maze. And he had that exact face Jack Nicholson had, except he doesn't have an axe and a dead leg going through. He's just holding himself trying to get through the maze. I was like, this is perfect. Even though Disney did do that before with Ready Player One when they're going through, but all that. But no matter what, still loved it. Still thought that was cool. It was unexpected. But also the scene where, what's it called? They take the little motorbike thing away from the polar bear, and it's drinking a Coke. And I'm like, oh, the polar bear ad. Loved it. But there are so many references I loved in it, and I just think that made it better for me.
And we're back. I'm so sorry. We had some technical difficulties. Phil, really fast, finish it up.
Yeah, man, I just want to say I really appreciate this movie. I think it fired up on all cylinders, or fired off on all cylinders, and did a good job on appeasing every different age group that was going to go see this movie.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I agree too. Fantastic movie. I want to see more. But yeah, that was your episode of the Film Podcast. We review films in the way that anyone can enjoy. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all the things. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, all of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
And thank you, South Apple Steve.
Peace.